Good morning from Arizona. I'm Bill Southern, and these are my Nugget Shooter journals. Today, we're going to be hunting with the mighty Minelab SDC 2300 again. I've been on a roll with this thing lately, so I'm going to give it a chance to get me a nugget again today. Love this machine, as you all know, and I don't know, it's just so simple to use. Probably as easy as the Gold Monster is. It's just a few switches. Folds down real nice, which is a real big bonus. And flips out like so. This, telescope it out. And we're ready to hunt. I'm in a spot I've been to before. This is a area that's actually probably open at this point. I don't know. It's not under claim, I know that. But we're gonna hunt here a little bit today. Not a lot of people know there's even gold right here, and I've got some really cool, gnarly looking gold out of here. Really nice stuff over the years. Nothing real big, but some nice stuff. Anyway, kind of windy today. We're gonna see how the GoPro Hero Black 9 handles the wind with the media mod on it. Hopefully it's not too insanely bad like it can be sometimes. And we're hooked up along with this SDC that I'm using. We're also hooked up to my steel phase amp, and I do run an amp on this machine, especially when I'm using the speakers so that you guys can hear what I'm doing. So we're using the steel phase amp, and we're ready to go. So I'll turn this thing back on when I get a target. Hopefully we'll get some gold today. Fingers crossed. Now we have a target right in here. I'm running my sensitivity on about 4, so the threshold's a little bit wavery. I'm willing to sacrifice a little extra noise in here for a little extra depth. Hear that? Now I am hearing hot rocks in here. This volcanic stuff right here, a lot of it's hot. So this could be another hot rock that I'm hearing here, but this one's in the ground. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it might be that rock right there. Yeah, that one's particularly loud. Same thing, same material, the volcanic material. Just got to work around it. That's what it was. And we'll fill the hole back in, and I always double check my holes. There's nothing there. False alarm. Well, I kicked the rocks off here and still have a target. Sounds pretty good. So I decided to turn the camera on. I've been digging a lot of junk. This could still be a hot rock. I think I got the rocks out of the way. Uh-oh. It's right here in that dirt. Move, ant. Uh-oh. The plug come loose. Uh-oh. Huh. Machine's shorting out. Huh. I need to check that. I think my plugs... Nope, not that one. Okay, that's in here. Try not to scrape on top of the coil. Yeah, I get people say it irritates them, so I try not to. Uh-oh. I smell a BB. Yeah, I see a BB. Alright, there we go. That's like the second or third one today. Mostly hot rocks, though. Alright, we'll keep on trucking, baby. Yep, desert's got a little bit of rain, so it's just starting to act like it might come back to life here soon. So, It's funny how everything can go dormant here and just not do anything for months at a time and then come back like nothing ever happened. All right, well, so far, nothing but trash and stuff, and it is what it is. I'm outside. Cloudy, windy day in Arizona. All right, this one sounds more metallic than a lot of the other ones. Let's see what we got. Sounds shallow. That's definitely a hot rock I just moved. There's still a target here. Right in there. Really? Something here. Yeah, we got it. Ah, right there. Piece of iron. Yep. Yeah, boy. Yeah, typical day in the gold fields. Yes, sirree, Bob. Yes, sirree. But I'm still out there. In the woods, in the desert, out in the fields. Sure love it. Okay, well, off we go. Okay, we got a soft little warbly signal in here, right where nobody wants to put their hands. Up under the bushes here. And I was checking, make sure there's no critters there waiting for me before I shove my hand in there. And I'll use the pick and get this thing out of the way. The ground's still a little wet underneath there. Okay, see if it's still there. All right, it's still there. That's a good sign. Uh-oh. Not that rock, I hope. Nope. Up in front of the rock, I do believe. Yes. Still down in the dirt. Uh-oh, another rock. I mean, there's some really hot rocks around here. That one isn't one of them, but this might be. Hear it? And they're just everywhere in here. Target's still on the ground, though. Whoops, sorry about that. Okay, we moved it. Appears to be right about in here. Got it. Kind of noisy. Alrighty. Whoa, screamer. Oh no, I hope it's not this rock. Nope. Thought it was going to be the rock. Well, geez, if you can't see that, we'd be blind, right? Look at there. Look at that. Right there. Right there in my hand is a real interesting looking piece of gold. Look at that. Look at that, guys. That, my friends, is a pretty nice nugget, a really weird shaped one. Look at that. It's got a point on one end. Looks like a little, I don't know what it looks like, but it looks like a nugget. My golly, that makes my day. Whew, that's a pretty piece. Gnarly, gnarly. It's been in the ground a while, you can tell, but it's still got a lot of character to it. Nice piece. I'll recheck my hole here. Oh, that's the pick I'm hearing there. But yeah, that's a nice piece of gold right there. Okay, let's double check here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one. Oh boy. I don't know, I'm gonna say half a gram or better. Maybe, I don't know. It's kind of thin, it's deceiving. Very cool. Woot woot. Uh-oh, did I bring a jar? How do I always forget? Oh yeah, I got one. Very cool. That's gonna clean up nicely. Yes, it is. I hope the wind isn't messing us up too bad here. We got a lot of wind going on. That is so cool. Yeah, the shorting out in my detector was the where the plug goes into the headphone jack there was loose. And that was causing it to short out a little bit there and do a little static. I'll check it out when I get home and maybe do a little repair work on it if needed. But yeah, looky there, folks. That made all this walking and stumbling around in this wind and stuff well worthwhile. Okay, double check. Uh-oh. Nope. Almost a signal right there. No way. No, I'm just hearing the camera. Okay. Off we go with a whole bunch more enthusiasm. You can see the old timers tailings piles all through here. There's one right there. Okay, there's another one right behind me. And a couple over there. So they worked in here pretty hard back in the day. I got a screamer right here. Yes, I do. We're gonna set this thing down and dig it up. Alrighty, let's see what we got. It's right here. I always scrape the top first. Alright, it's still on the ground. Uh-oh, I see a nail on my magnet. Yep. All right, well, it is right there, stuck to my magnet. That's why we keep a magnet on our picks. Catches iron, black sand too, but it's a nail. Oh well, can't all be gold, right? Wish they could, but they just can't. Yep, just can't. I don't know, this area with all the hot rocks, I kind of like these areas because you get into them and other people kind of hunt for a little while and they leave. And they just can't stand all these hot rocks in here, but you know, it's part of the game. I mean, you either work around them or in them or you don't find gold. If you keep running off to the easier spots to hunt, you're gonna end up not finding a lot of gold in your life. A lot of these spots like this that are just terrible to hunt in are still producing some pretty good nuggets simply because a lot of people are too lazy to hunt this kind of stuff. Well, I'm sure some of you would like to ask me, well, gee, Bill, how bad can them hot rocks actually be? Well, let me show you. Okay, here we go. This is the typical of what I'm hunting here. Hear all that? Listen. Hear all that? Okay, so what do I do to deal with that? Well, as I move along, I move much slower than I just was. as I move along, I simply walk up, kick it out of the way, because I've hunted here before. And even if you haven't hunted here before, you learn the hot rocks as you move along. That's what would be a faint target anywhere else. But fortunately, most of these hot rocks are right on the surface. If you move one and still get a signal, well, that could very well be a nugget. Hear that? I already see it. It's this one. Okay, some are real obvious. But the thing is, most of them are on top, and they're just kickers. Just kick them out of the way and move along. Okay. And if that signal's still there when you move that rock, that's a target a lot of other people just walked away from. And we got 2 or 3 different types of hot rocks right in here. So the darker or lighter gray ones are the hottest. Some of these brownish gray dark ones are hot too. And you just got to work around them, my friends. You work real slow and double check anything that sounds like a target. And trust me, after you get some experience, this kind of work gets easier, or more tolerable maybe. I don't know if it gets any easier, but I don't know. You got to deal with this stuff if you're going to find gold, like you see other people doing. It's just part of the game. And you get up under the stuff and in between the rocks. All right. There's one. And I already knew that was going to be hot when I came up on it. Get it out of the way. And now you can thoroughly check that spot. All right. That's why I hunt these areas, because a lot of people don't have that patience. And they'll walk away from a target. Can you tell me which one it is? Yep, you're right. That one. See that? That's how I deal with areas like this that are just horrible to work because of all the hot rocks. So off we go. I'm going to hunt for a while longer here. Several pieces of trash and one real nice piece of gold. Well, I got a real screamer right here, and I'm pretty darn sure it's going to be trash. But I'll tell you a little something about trash. Years and years ago, I used to hunt a lot with a fellow named Lou. And Lou's gone now. Rest in peace. But we were coming up a wash. Oh, I think we were over by Yuma somewhere. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think it was Yuma. But we were coming up a wash, and it had been a hot day. Here's this target. That's that scream. And we were coming up a wash, and on the way up that wash, we were detecting, going back to the truck. It had been a long day. And I got a signal in the wash, and I dug it up, and it was a nail. And I got another signal and dug it up as a piece of tin. Okay, and these are all in a little area. And I could see the truck. I mean, it was right there up the bank, you know, just not too far in front of me. And we had cold beer up there and a nice place to sit in the shade, and I was looking forward to that. So I got another target, and I dug it up. And the Gold Bug 2 back then, when it first came out, was one of the first VLF machines that actually had a discrimination that was somewhat useful in the gold fields. And I knew better than to use it, but I was using it. So it told me it was trash, and I dug it, and sure enough, there's another nail. Yeah, I took about 4 more steps and got another booming signal, and then one over next to it. And I said, you know, I'd rather have a beer than dig all this trash. Speaking of digging trash, we're supposed to be digging this. So I walked away from that next target, the next 2 targets that I got. Because the machine, it had a discrimination circuit where the bottom just kind of dropped out of the signal. Oh, that's still down in there. And would tell you that it was, the machine thought it was a ferrous target. And so I walked away. Well, Lou, really, still in there? Lou, he comes walking up behind me, and he hears that first target And he goes, hey, you walked away from one down here. I see where you were digging. I said, yeah, they're trash. And he goes, oh, really? I said, yeah. So he dug it up, and sure enough, it was a nail. I said, yeah. I just popped the beer open and was sitting there watching him. And he walked up on that other target. And he goes, you left another one down here. And I said, I know. And I said, it's just another piece of trash. And he dug it up. And it wasn't just a piece of trash. It was a 1/4 ounce nugget. Beautiful piece. And it was only down about, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches in that wash, in the loose sand, believe it or not. But I learned something that day. So I dig trash now, and I was right, as you can see. That be a nail sticking straight up on my magnet. But I dig all targets, because I bet people have walked away from this one just because it was too loud. And I learned my lesson. There was a couple other times I did stupid stuff like that too, and it cost me gold. So I'm a little more careful these days, and I don't walk away from targets, and I always recheck my hole. And I hope that little critter don't mind me caving in his escape hatch there. And I always recheck the hole and move on. Well, that very well could have been a piece of gold. And the thing is who are we to guess what's in the ground after a machine tells us there's a piece of metal there in a gold field where you know there's gold, and somehow you have the magic ability to decide that's a piece of trash and walk away. Think about that while I try to find another target. Well, I'll spare you most of the BB and trash digs that I did today. It was kind of a long day. A lot of trash. A lot of trash. But I did get one really nice nugget. In my book anyway, I think that's a nice nugget. Everybody wants the big ones all the time, but you know what? I'll take any of them. And I'll give you another look at that thing here in a minute. Once I get out all this stuff. That's one of the drawbacks of pulse induction, is you got to carry a backpack as a rule for several reasons. Number one is to have something to tether the machine to for ease of control. It makes the machine easier to control and work smoother. Right here's where my short was, right there. That was wiggling around. So I'm going to go home and pull that apart and have a look at it. But you know, loosen this up. This just kind of knocks right down. Oop, get this out of the way first. Now it knocks down. Just like that. And get that out of the way. And it just folds right up. Just like that. Spiffy, eh? Okay, about that nugget. Where is it? Let's put this right here on this. You can't see me, but I'm putting it on my camera cover, my Crown Royal bag. Boy, that's a beauty. That is a beauty. Okay, I'm going to grab the camera. Don't get dizzy. And here's my nugget. Pretty nice piece. I'm pretty happy with that. Kind of elongated, funky looking thing. Pretty neat. Yep, pretty darn neat indeed. I'll take it. So if you like these videos and you like coming along on these hunts and maybe even learn a little bit about Arizona and Southwest and nugget hunting and all that other good stuff, like, subscribe, and ring the little bell. I'd like to have you along for the ride. Leave a comment. Always like hearing from you folks. If you got any questions, ask them. I'll do my best to answer. Nugget Shooter out.